So here is the Nigerian-born, New Zealand-based Israel Adesanya.
Styles of the Last Stylebender.
Pretty rare you see a guy make his UFC debut with this kind of hype.
And the hype was well-deserved, as Israel wasn't always known as the Last Stylebender in the world of combat.
Hello, I am the Black Dragon.
Before joining the UFC, he was an extremely talented kickboxer with 75 wins in a plethora of other fight organizations.
Very elusive and unorthodox. The problem is you can't hit what you can't touch.
He won middleweight championships in other organizations. He steamrolled through King of the Ring tournaments and boxing Super 8 tournaments and fought the very best strikers in glory before ever stepping into a cage to make his MMA debut.
My name's Israel Adesanya, and that's my professional MMA debut.
At 6'3", he reminds me a little bit of John Jones.
And when he finally decided to make the transition to MMA, he did nothing but dominate again and again and again, before finally getting the call to make his UFC debut in 2018.
I'm the new dog in the yard, and I just fell over this cage.
And while Izzy was triumphant in his UFC debut, an old foe was keeping a close eye on his new career move.
Black Dragon.
In the world of mixed martial arts, every hero is someone else's villain. This story highlights the meteoric rise of Israel Adesanya and Alex Pereira, two extremely talented gladiators whose journeys through the realms of kickboxing and MMA converge in a saga of rivalry, respect, and redemption. Their story is not just about their clashes in combat, but their pursuits to greatness and overcoming their own adversities. In their first clash, Alex Pereira was declared the winner, but the bout left fans and critics divided, many viewing the decision as a robbery and questioning the judge's verdict that tipped the scales in Pereira's favor under contentious circumstances. This would be the last time they left their fate in the judge's hands.
So here he is, the Last Stylebender, Israel Adesanya, 12-0 in mixed martial arts, all 12 of those wins by knockout or TKO.
When the la-la hits your lyrics, just split your head so hard that your hat can't fit you. Either I'm with you or against you. Format bent you. Back through that maze I sent you. Talking to the rap inventor. The game type fifth, that flame right. Spell my name right. B-I-double-G-I-E. Iced out, lights out, me and Caesar Leo. Getting for some chick he know. See, it's all about the cheddar. Nobody do it better. Going back to Cali, strictly for the weather. Women and the sticky green. No seat, green.
Thanks, you guys. That's in my head. My first main event. It's only my third fight. I'm just getting warmed up. I still got tricks up my sleeve. Give me some time.
And my forfeit, the game is mine. I'ma spell my name one more time. Check it. It's the N-O-T-O-R-I-O-U-S. You just lay down slow. Recognize a real dawn when you see one. Sipping on booze in the house of blues. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. I'm going back to Cali, Cali. If I got to choose the coast, I got to choose the east. I live out there, so don't go there.
Our main event tonight was to be the UFC Middleweight Championship between Robert Whittaker and Kelvin Gastelum. But earlier today, Robert Whittaker came down with a severe abdominal injury. It required emergency surgery, so Whittaker and Gastelum off the card, and that means Israel Adesanya and the Spider Anderson Silva move up and will headline UFC 234 tonight. Adesanya graced the best proving ground in the sport last February in Perth. He appeared destined for greatness. Few fighters have had as much hype coming into a UFC debut and a career as Israel Adesanya. He has lived up to that hype and then some.
I think the kid broke through before we got here tonight. That's why, you know, when we lose the main event, the place is still sold out. This is the up-and-coming kid.
Hey everyone, Rob here. Thought I'd give you guys an update on how I'm doing.
It ended up that he had a hole in his stomach, and his intestine and his bowel was popping out.
And if it popped out during the fight and he got hit there, it could be fatal.
So Israel was fighting for a title after only 6 fights with the UFC, but he had no idea how hard of a task that would be.
I think as Israel fights differently as a mixed martial arts fighter than he did as a kickboxer. Hard kick to the body by the Last Stylebender.
Since he's become so successful in that type of stance. Possesses crazy power.
Nice straight right from Adesanya.
Oh, nice push off by Israel.
Championship winner expected. Right from Adesanya. Wow, what a fight.
What a fight.
Now Adesanya throws him up in it.
First round, I feel like this may be Gastelum's round. He's going into the fifth.
And while Izzy was taking the UFC by storm, Alex was starting to dominate the world of kickboxing.
At the middleweight championship of the world.
And he just threw a high kick off of that and landed a left hook. Pereira trying to end this in grand style here. Another knee from Pereira and a couple of punches. And Simon Marcus in real trouble here. And new glory middleweight champion of the world, Alex Pereira. Here he is 2 months later defending his title against a very dangerous opponent. Pereira came out with a lot of good energy, trying to bring the fight right away to Belgari. Got right there, sent Belgari. A massive cut exploding over the right eye of Belgari. And it's over.
This is your main event of the evening. 5 rounds for the middleweight championship of the world.
That may be it. He won unbelievable knockout.
fight against the champion of 205.
So you want to fight Artem Bahitov, you want to go up a division, that's what you'd like to do?
See?
He has solidified his place atop the world's middleweights and comes to Miami on a 6-fight winning streak. Here is Alex Pereira.
He enters another stratosphere of a challenge as he attempts to become the first ever man in glory history to hold 2 belts in 2 different weight classes at the same time.
But long before he was attempting to become a 2-division champion, he had humble beginnings in his hometown at this little tire shop his neighbor ran.
Pô, não tinha uma condição de vida legal, né? Meu pai. Well, I didn't have a decent living condition, you know. My father is a construction worker, my mother is a housewife. I had 7 brothers and sisters, and we lived here, a family of 9 people. We didn't have much money with that many people to feed and clothe. My father did what he could, but it was tough. And I started working early, right? At the tire repair shop at 12 years old, doing adult jobs, you know? And well, at 12 years old, well, I started there. Of course, I couldn't do everything because the work was very heavy. But as time went on, I evolved there and did things that, like at 14, 15, 16 years old, were very heavy, only an adult could do. I had a brother and him and I were really close, but I was starting to work more and more and we slowly drifted apart and he got involved with drugs and gangs and selling stuff like that. He just went down the wrong path, you know, and he's no longer with us. And well, during that time, I also learned many things like drinking, right? It was something that hindered me a lot, right? We deal with people, good people, but people who perhaps have addictions don't have a nice quality of life. I drank every day, right? Drank every day. I would get home late, come back the next day, go to parties, go out. I tried to quit, right? A few times, 3, 4, 5 times, I don't know. I tried to quit and I didn't have control over it. I said, well, sports are what will save me, right? Brazil is soccer. But man, I never played ball. I don't know how to do anything. Then I said, you know, fighting, I've already fought. I'm good at it. I'm going. So I searched for the martial art, which was kickboxing. My kickboxer. Then later I was training well and I was drinking a little. There was already a change there, but it still wasn't enough, you know. And I was already well. I was already the Brazilian professional kickboxing champion, you know. I already had the belt. Neri, the owner of the tire shop, was sponsoring me. He would give me a full wage so I could train full time and not have to work. And man, I messed up at some moments there. I tried like drinking. And it was in 2012, I fought against Jason Wilness and he hit me in the liver and I couldn't handle it. And I said to myself, drinking is getting in the way. If I don't stop now, I'll never be a champion. I'll never reach my full potential. And it was decided. I quit. I started to really embrace my native Brazilian culture, like the animal movements of the jaguar, and indigenous songs, dances, and rituals.